Hi, today's topic is info about f of x given by f prime of x. Let me explain the relationships between f of x, f prime of x, and f double prime of x. So on this side, you can see f of x is positive. Therefore, f prime of x is increasing and f double prime of x is concave up. On the left side, you can see that f of x is negative. Therefore, f prime of x is decreasing and f double prime is concave down. So let's do some work so we can get the hang of this. So our first problem is find f of x if f prime of x is 3x squared plus 16x plus 8. So in order to do this and find f of x, we gotta do the antiderivative. So let's do our work. We gotta rewrite our problem, which is 3x squared plus 16x plus 8. To find the antiderivative, we have to add 1 to the power. So in this situation, the first variable is going to be 3x squared plus 1, which is going to be 3x squared to the third divided by the power, which is 3. On the second variable, we have 16x squared, which means that it's just 1, and we add another 1, so that's going to be 16x squared divided by 2 because that's the power. And the last variable is 8, so therefore we add an x to the end and we bring it down. So from then on, we simplify this equation, which leaves us with 3x to the third plus 8x squared plus 8x. So we gotta find the answer that matches our answer, and that will be letter C. The next problem, we have a graph, and it says draw f of x given below by f prime of x. So this is f prime of x. In order to do this, we have to break our graph into different sections. This section is concave down and increasing, while this section is also concave down and decreasing.
Right? I thought it was.
This third section is concave up and is decreasing, and this section is concave up and increasing. So let's go back to the original paper where I explained f of x, f prime of x, and f double prime of x. So we can rewrite this in our work section. F of x can be positive or negative. F prime of x can be either increasing or decreasing. F double prime of x can be concave up or it can be concave down. So we have to work backwards because we have f prime of x and we're trying to find f of x. So right here, concave down will mean that it's decreasing. The graph is decreasing, and if it's increasing, it's positive. In this section, it's also concave down, so therefore it's decreasing, but it's decreasing, so it's negative. In this section, the graph is concave up, so f of x will be increasing, and it's decreasing in f prime, so f of x is negative. Concave down, this section is concave up, so it's increasing, and if f of prime of x is increasing, meaning that f of x is positive. So we have to draw f of x based off this, and we break it up into sections again to match the one above. So if this is decreasing positive, our graph will be looking something like this. If it's decreasing negative, it would look something like that. Increasing negative, it's gonna go up. Increasing positive, it's gonna go up. So this will be the graph of f of x given by f prime of x. The last problem is asking if f of x is 2x squared plus 10x plus 8, then f of x is decreasing at intervals blank. So we have to first rewrite our problem. And we have to simplify. So we take a 2 out of the problem, which leaves us with x squared plus 5x plus 4. And then from then on, we have to factor out this equation, which is going to be x plus 4 and x plus 1. And then we have to find our zeros. So we set this equal to 0. And that would give us x equals -4. And on this side, x equals -1. So we draw a line graph with -4 and -1. So if we plug in a number greater than -1, it's gonna be, let's say we do 0. So if we plug in 0 to this is gonna be positive and this is gonna be positive, so it's gonna be positive. If we find a number between -4 and -1, we can plug in -2. So if we plug in -2, this equation will be positive, this one will be negative, and a positive times a negative equals a negative. If we plug in a number less than -4, like -5, it's gonna be negative and negative. So two negatives make a positive. So the question is asking on what interval is the f of x decreasing. So therefore it has to be negative. So our answer will be when it's negative, between -4 and -1. The answer is C. This is all for today. Thank you guys.